All right, everybody, welcome back to your new agent orientation. We're about halfway through right now. Good job staying on track. If you're binge watching this all, good for you. If you're taking it section by section, that's fine too. So this next section is the lifeblood of our business. This section and the next section, they're kind of like equally yoked, if you know what I mean, which is the phone script section. But leads. We're a lead-based business. And this is one of the things that I loved about Family First Life. When I got started almost 5 years ago, it was May of 2017. I had a mentor at the time through my church, and I was bouncing ideas off of him, and I told him, hey, somebody in my Uber told me about this opportunity, and he's like, oh, that's great. That sounds great. I mean, I know people can make money in life insurance. You see all the big buildings in major cities are life insurance companies, but how do you know that company is right for you? And I said, hey, that's a good point, because this is my first time hearing about this thing. So he said to me, hey, go ahead, talk to a few other companies and see what they got to offer, and then you could compare which one's the best fit. And obviously you see where I'm at. So you see how that went. And one of the things that was a determining factor is leads. I wanted to have leads. I did not want to be that guy, because I was in some network marketing businesses before where I had to sell dishwashing liquid and makeup and skincare and all that type of stuff to individuals in my family. And I kept having to call them, and they were dodging me. And I didn't want that to be the case with this endeavor. And so when Family First Life says, hey, we got leads, I was excited, because that means I didn't have to talk to anybody in my family. Now, I still let everybody in my family, everybody on my Facebook and Instagram and whatnot know, my LinkedIn, know that I'm in insurance. So in case they need some help, I'm there. But I purchase leads and I call them, people who've raised their hand and say, yeah, I'm actually interested in that insurance. How does it work? What do I need to get? What can I afford? What can I get qualified for? So we have multiple vendors that we work with. And we kind of broke it down into tiers of leads, right? And I like to keep things simple and understandable for everybody. So first things first, let me take you into the lead station here in the Knowledge Library, and then we'll actually go through those different tiers of leads so you can understand how they work. So this video here that says everything a new agent need to know about leads, definitely watch this one, because it's everything that you need to know about leads as a new agent. This is Sasha Alba. She's our corporate leads manager. She manages the entire lead department at Family First Life. And that's such an awesome thing that Family First Life has done, which is they have taken the due diligence to qualify lead vendors that provide us with quality leads and quantity of leads, so that we have plenty of opportunities to grow our business. And they do the due diligence. They make sure they're reputable companies, that you're not going to submit your lead order and credit card and then they're gone with your money, that you have leads coming back and you have quality leads coming back. So watch that video, and then you should have by this time already have received access to our CRM. And our CRM is where you will be able to see all the leads in what I call tier 1 of the lead plan, lead strategy, okay? And I'm going to take you into the CRM here shortly. We also have a lead guide, a lead FAQ, and then we have the lead guide in Spanish in case you prefer Spanish. So take some time and go through this information, jot down your questions, jot down your notes if you have them. And then before I go into the tiers of leads, I want to highlight that all of you, every single one of you, need to join WorkSpots yesterday. WorkSpots is Family First Life office sharing platform. You could scan this QR code on your screen right now, and whether you're Apple or Android, it will pull up the link for you to go ahead and join WorkSpots. Joining WorkSpots is $99 per month. It's an investment. It's a tax write-off for your business. What it gives you access to is any of the 150 plus offices throughout the United States that Family First Life has. I'm in a WorkSpots office right now in West Palm Beach recording this. I have space in the WorkSpots office in Atlanta where I live. And so as a member, $99 a month, you can go into any one of those offices or any of the other 100 plus other offices to work, to call your leads, to print your leads, to get a drink of water, whatever case it may be, to record a podcast. A few of them have podcast studios. And so it's just a great opportunity to have access to a working environment. And that's an opportunity, again, to network with other agents that are there locally, wherever you live. But then the most important part of WorkSpots, in my opinion, are the lead discounts. My most recent order that I placed for leads through the CRM, I was able to get $367 discount on my leads, $367. So that's like 3.5 months of my WorkSpots membership fee, monthly membership fee in just one order. So if I'm ordering multiple times a month, I'm going to more than, make my money back. I'm actually going to start making money from WorkSpots membership. And I stress that because there's lead discounts throughout the month, throughout the week. We just had a 40% off Internet Life Leads discount. And then prior to that, we had 70% off leads. We had 30% off. There's always a discount going on, especially during the holiday seasons of the year. It's always a reason to give away some lead discounts. And so I'm super grateful to have that opportunity to save money and be able to have a lower cost of acquisition when it comes to, getting a new client. And so definitely join WorkSpots. And if you don't have a local office near you, still join WorkSpots. You could plug in virtually with the Zoom dials that I talked about in the training section prior, but you could select our West Palm Beach location as your home office, and that way you could still have access to the discounts, okay? Another discount that is pretty cool, and there's more than this, but this is just the next one that come to mind that WorkSpot offers, is a 50% discount on rental cars with National. Whenever I travel national. I feel like this is some type of an endorsement, but it is for WorkSpots. But I'm on a trip right now. I came down to the corporate headquarters and I travel with National. One of the things I love about National is the WorkSpots 50% discount. And I verified. I used 2 different devices. I went to their website regularly, and then I logged in through my WorkSpot account and I looked at the prices and it was 50% off. And then National, you just go to the car lot and you pick any car on the lot. Right now, I'm driving a nice Audi Q4. It's burnt orange in South Florida, so I fit right in. But that's another perk, 50% off my car rental for the 3 days I'm here. And that's throughout the year, another perk of WorkSpot. So you make your money anyway back on that, and you still get to write off your monthly membership on your taxes. So WorkSpot pays. And then there's a few videos here on leads, different lead types, and a couple of agents that are killing it with the Internet Life Leads. So let's talk about the lead tiers, okay? I break it down into 3 tiers. Tier 1 is your CRM leads. These are the most affordable leads. They range anywhere from $3 to $25 per lead. Typically, though, the majority of them are $3 to $11 per lead. We have a few newer leads that I'll explain to you that are $15 and $25, but the sweet spot that most of our agents start with is that $3 to $11 sweet spot, which is our Internet Life Leads and our direct mail leads. Then tier 2 would be a social media lead outside of the CRM. This is a Facebook lead from a vendor outside of the CRM, and we have a few of them listed here in the lead guide. This is a Google lead through a vendor outside of the CRM, or a YouTube lead through a vendor outside of the CRM. You're looking at $20 to $30 per lead. And so you have a higher intent lead because instead of $3, you're paying $20 to $30. So it's a higher intent. They might include their hobby. They might include their beneficiary. They might include the coverage amount or some other, their favorite color, something that you can be able to connect better with the client. And then tier 3 would be your direct mail leads. And we have a list of vendors for those, again, here in the lead guide, so you can look through. A direct mail is either a postcard that goes out to a client talking about mortgage protection for their new or refinance home loan, or a postcard that goes out to the client talking about final expense burial insurance. And then they return that postcard. It comes back to you, whether directly to your email or through the vendor's portal, or some of the vendors partner with FFL and drop them into the FFL CRM. But it's a brand new mail lead, and obviously higher intent lead because it's via mail. And those cost you anywhere from $40 if it's a final expense lead to $70 for the highest mortgage protection lead type that I use right now. But it's brand new, recent mortgage, and higher intent, and you're able to get higher premiums from those type of policies. But depending on where you are, you're in one or two places. You have a good amount of money to get started, $2-3 grand to start investing in your business, and you could start with a higher intent lead at $40 to $70, Or you're like me, when you got started, you had to borrow some money from your grandmama to get started, and you got, a couple, $100, 500 to $1,000, and you want to start with the most cost-effective leads so you have plenty of them to mess up on. I don't know if you're like me, but when I got started, I wasn't that great. And so I started with the second chance leads. They were like $3 to $7 each. It was final expense and mortgage protection, second chance leads. We didn't have internet life leads like we do now. And the leads I purchased were anywhere from 6 months to a year. A couple of them were about a year and a half old. I was still able, with those second chance leads, I was still able to, my first month was June 2017, I sold $11,000. My second month was July, $18,000. My third month was obviously August, and that was $23,000. And then I started buying new leads in September. So needless to say, I know where you're at. Whether you've got money or you don't, you can get started. And let's start with tier 1, because that's typically where most of our agents start out. So I'm going to take you into the CRM. Once you click that link that I just clicked on, it will land you here on the home page. And then on the left, you see it says order leads, and then you click buy cherry pick leads. What that does is it pulls up a heat map of the entire United States, including Hawaii. And then wherever it's red hot, there's a bunch of leads available. If it's a little bit more lighter, it's less leads available, but there's still leads available in that area. So either you're in a red hot area or you're close to a red hot area, you want to go there, or you just work the leads that are in your area. And it's broken down into 3 different categories. As soon as my screen loads here, I'll show you them. Wi-Fi is a little bit slow here in the office, but here's the heat map of the entire United States. So you can kind of get a glimpse of, whether you're on the West Coast, Midwest, or East Coast, kind of where the leads are. And then you'll see the 3 different sections. Like I told you, this is all tier 1 leads, okay? So internet life leads are leads that are generated on the internet. Someone is online. Grandma just died, brother or sister just died, cousin, auntie, brother's nephew just died, whoever it is, right? And now they're thinking, you know what, I need to make sure I've got enough life insurance, okay? Or they just left the job, they had insurance on the job, now they're retired and they realize, shoot, I don't get to take my insurance with me. I need some life insurance. Let me go to Google. And now they're searching for life insurance. Ad pops up, click here to get a quote. They click here, they fill out 13 different questions. All their contact information is provided. Some of them include their beneficiary. Some of them include, sometimes their favorite color or the coverage amount that they want. And they hit submit, it pops up in here. And now we as agents are able to purchase that lead anywhere from $3 if it's a 3-month-old lead to $11 if it's an instant lead, which means these just came into the CRM. And then we call the client and we go help them with a term life or whole life product based on what they're looking for. So that's your internet life leads. My recommendation for new agents is you could start off with a mixture. If you have some sales experience and some phone experience, then get all the brand new ones, because the brand new ones are going to be easier, less objections to overcome. But if you don't have any experience, no sales or phone experience, do a mixture of the 1-month-old leads and then the new or the instant. You could do 50-50, because I recommend 100 leads to get started with. Okay. And so you can also incorporate some of the direct mail second chance leads. So these are those tier 3 leads that I talked about. These are the age tier 3 leads. So they've been sitting for a month, they've been sitting for 2 months, 3 months, whether it's mortgage protection or it's final expense, and you can get them at a drastically discounted rate. For example, these final expense leads are $3 each. These mortgage protection leads are $6 each, and those are the 3-month-old ones. So that's kind of the lowest they'll get, and then they go up from there. I think the highest you'll see is probably $9 on the mortgage protection leads. So you could do a mixture. Like I said, when I got started, I did the final expense mailers, and I did the mortgage protection mailers. Or you could just focus on the internet life leads. It's completely up to you. Mortgage protection is just a term policy. Final expense is just a whole life policy. It's that simple. And then on the right, we do have some tier 2 leads, if you will. Here in the CRM, we have some instant Facebook leads. So somebody's online on Facebook shopping or clicking around and they see an ad. They're probably checking on the grandkids or the kids, what they posted recently. and then they see an ad for life insurance. They click on it, request a quote, fill out their information. That's that lead. And then brand new, as I'm recording this, YouTube leads for final expense insurance. Somebody's on YouTube watching whatever video they're watching on YouTube, and they see an ad for YouTube. You know, if you don't have a premium account with YouTube, you get a ton of commercials. I had to sign up for the premium account. I couldn't deal with the commercials because I watch a lot of training videos and commercials always come up. But for those of our clients that don't have premium version, they'll see commercials. So they see a commercial for insurance, they click on it, fill out their information. That is $15 for that lead. And then that Facebook lead is $25. So my recommendation for you as a new agent, start here, tier 1, CRM leads. Get 100 leads to get started minimum, right? If you're doing the 1-month-old or 3-month-old leads, you'll probably need more than 100 because of the fact that you're going to have probably about a, if I had to, I guess, put a good estimate on it, you'll have about a 10%, 5 to 10% conversion on those second chance leads. So you want to get at least 100 leads. You can mix and match, whatever, however you want to do it, but 100 leads. And then let's say today's Monday, you're dialing those leads, which is what I'll talk about next. And let's say you go through, 40 of them, you were able to book 10 appointments, 20 of them, 10 of them, numbers are incorrect. You got to door knock those. Another 10 of them tell you, hey, 10 to 15 of them tell you, hey, go jump off a cliff. 5 of them didn't answer. I just kind of write those 40 off. I got my 10 appointments. The other 30, I write them off. And I still have 60 that I haven't talked to yet. So next dial session, I'm going to buy another 40 leads to bring me back to 100. And every dial session, I want to start off at 100. I want to have 100 leads every dial session because it gives me plenty of opportunities to get the 10 to 15 appointments that I need for the next 2 days. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to talk about how to dial these leads. I'm going to take you into our dial session. So any questions you have on leads, jot them down and prepare them to ask your mentor when you do your mentor call. And I'm going to take you next into the next video, which is our phone script section.